airbrush system that I was sent last year. I've had it for a while now, and I do want to just give you my 2 cents on the product. This was sent to me for free by LuminessAir, but please understand that I would not ever lie to you guys. I wouldn't recommend a product that I don't like myself, and just because someone gives it to me for free, doesn't change my opinions. Before they do send out items to me, I let them know that I am 100% honest in my video, and if they don't agree to those terms, that they shouldn't send me the product. So just a disclaimer out there. Without further ado, let's get on with the review. So first and foremost, I was sent the Everyday Beauty system, I believe. So it comes with this one speed compressor system and 2 of the larger foundation sizes, as well as moisturizer, primer, blush, bronzer, and a highlight. So that's what it came with, and they also gave me, in addition to that, eyeshadow duo and a boosted instant complexion enhancer. So if you're not familiar with an airbrush system, so what it is a air compressor, and what it does is it creates an airflow through the tube into the stylus, so that when you turn it on, there is continuous air coming out of the stylus. And then what you have is a well, and you pop the foundation or the blush or whatever you're using into the well, and when you pull back on this lever, it opens the well so that the foundation enters the stylus and the air pushes it out. So effectively the type of application you get is a spray-on foundation, airbrush foundation. That's what it is, and it creates a very flawless finish. Everybody always tries to achieve that airbrushed look. Well, using this, you're literally getting that. And what it does, because you're applying the foundation in such tiny droplets, it looks more natural. You won't see streaking, and you won't see build-up. You won't get so much caking with the application of the foundation. However, that is easier said than done. Okay, first and foremost, this is an expensive system. This Everyday Beauty system is $170. So it's not something you're gonna go out and buy immediately. It's something you want to think about before buying. So I'm just gonna run through the pros and cons of this airbrush system that I've come across. So I'm just gonna start off by saying I don't like this for myself. I know I can't use it for myself. I find that it's so hard to use this on you, because you're trying to apply foundation, but at the same time you need to be able to see, and because it is airbrushed, it's not as specific as if, you know, I was just to apply it here. You have to close your eyes to apply it, and I really struggle. I barely use this on myself, just because the couple of times I've tried, every time I finish the look, it just looks cakey. It doesn't look natural. It doesn't look right. But using it other people, it works flawlessly. The foundation that I chose was the Ultra foundation, so it's the long wearing, almost matte finish type foundation, and it looks really good. It literally looks like skin, and it lasts for a long time. So on other people, I really like this system, but on me, I can't do it. Doing it on myself every morning, it takes longer than if I were to use just normal liquid foundation. Also, another reason why I don't use it too often is I usually apply my makeup in the morning. If I were to use this, I would have to turn it on each morning, and if you can hear this, that is not quite enough for me. That is not quite enough for me at all. I feel like I have a roommate just next door, and I don't want to be waking her up because I'm using this in the morning. Furthermore, if you live with your husband, your boyfriend, and they're sleeping in the same room as you, and you're trying to apply this on, you're going to wake them up. I can guarantee that. Unless they sleep like a log, you will wake them up. So that's one of the one of the things that I hesitate when I use this, I tend to use it maybe later on in the day or at night, because I don't want to wake anyone up. For me, that's not quiet enough. I need it to be a lot more quieter. So that's one of the major cons I found in preventing me from using this airbrush system. Also, another thing that I found is that color match. Color match is a big issue. Initially, I told them I was NC 4042 and I let them decide, and they sent me shade 3 and shade 2. This was way too light. Too light for me. So they sent me 4 other foundations, the smaller ones, to try from shade 3, 4, 5 and 6. And I found that I was shade 5, and that's very far from shade 2 to 3. So color matching is difficult, especially since it's online. You can't swatch it, you can't try it on. So that is one of the biggest things when purchasing online. It's not a big deal, but it is a 2-prong plug, so it's like the American plug. So you do have to use a converter or an adapter when you're using it in Australia, or if you're using it overseas, but I do think it's dual voltage, so it works in Australia. You won't need a transformer or anything like that. Like I said, they also sent me a eyeshadow duo. I picked the Oro duo, so I have it in eyeshadow 28 and 41. I can't do this. I can't physically apply eyeshadow with this airbrush. I find it's not precise enough. It gets everywhere and it takes a while for the eyeshadow to dry. So this is near impossible when applying on myself. You may be able to apply it on other people, but I just don't even bother. You can use this for contouring and bronzer though, so that's a good thing about the Airbrush Cosmetics, because you can apply however you want. But a good advantage of this I found is that when you apply foundation, you can do spot concealing, and that is so useful, especially because it's like when you're on Photoshop and you're literally using the eraser tool and just like removing imperfections. It's that good. So I really like how you can use this to conceal your imperfections, because you literally just do this and it covers it up, and because it's airbrush you don't have to touch it, so it covers well. It's hard to explain, but that's really good in terms of spot concealing. I like that it's pretty compact. It's not overly huge, but it's quite small. It's cute. The detail to the packaging is really nice, especially the pen. It's got like butterfly and whatnot. Also, they have really good customer service. I remember I broke the stylus trying to clean it up, but if you go on their website, they have so many FAQ questions and you can just sort yourself out. So I was able to piece everything back together, no problem. The products itself are pretty good. I really like the foundation. I especially like the Ultra. That's all I've tried, and I find it has a really nice natural finish to it. It doesn't look too cakey or too thick. Definitely light foundation, which is nice. They have a beauty system, a pro system, an everyday beauty system, which I got, and they range from $170 to $230. But overall, I think that it's not something that a beginner to makeup would go out and buy, and it's not something you'd want to buy like spontaneously. You want to think about whether it's going to be an investment for you. As a makeup artist, airbrush foundation is not a service every makeup artist provides, so for you to have this tool with you to be able to give your clients the option to apply airbrush makeup, that's an advantage for you, and it might be an investment in that point of view, but it does take a lot of skill. I find you definitely have to practice. On myself, I found that I gave up on trying to apply it on myself, but it does apply well on other people, just because you can see where everything's going, what you're doing. But yeah, I wouldn't recommend it to everybody, definitely not, and I wouldn't recommend it to beginners at all. But if you love foundation and you feel like you've tried everything out and you want to try something different, give Airbrush system a go if you have the money. But yeah, otherwise I prefer normal liquid foundation. I found that they're the way to go. If you blend it out right, you won't see streaking or anything like that anyways. This I will use on special occasions for people. But yeah, I don't know, that's my 2 cents on it. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoy, and I hope you understand that I am giving you an honest opinion, and these are my honest opinions. Yeah, like personally as a consumer, if I were to buy this knowing what it is now, I don't think I'd buy it, just because unless I'm really going into the makeup artistry field, I don't think for me that this would be much of an investment. I don't use it too often, maybe once or twice with my friends when, you know, I want to do something different, or if it's a special occasion for them. But like I said, I don't feel like if I paid the $170 that I would have gotten it back. So that's what I think. I hope you guys enjoyed this review and found it helpful, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.